Every morning the world starts quietly, one soft light at a time. Homes flicker awake, shops open. People take those first small steps into a brand new day. And in all of that ordinary movement, there's something kind of extraordinary. A moment worth noticing, a spark you feel before you even name it. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it's small, but kindness shows up right on time. And every morning we choose to show up with you so we can look for that spark together.
Good morning. I'm Matt Roof, the Uncommon Kindness Guy, and this is Kindness Rising. Let's rise together.
Well, that was certainly an interesting morning. Getting started a little late. I went to go live and my camera and my mic were both shot. I had to reboot the whole thing. Here I am. I hope you're hearing me okay. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I did my best to get here. And we are here. We are here just like we are every weekday morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern on Kindness Rising, waking you up with a little hope, humanity, and heart to get your day started on the Mornings in the Lab Network. I'm so glad you've chosen to come and join me here. And we are wrapping up this week. We are wrapping up on our week where we're talking about choosing what we keep. Holroyd, thank you. Mike Sullivan, welcome in. Good morning, gentlemen. I hope you're both doing quite well. And Roseanne Roof, Mom, you were here. I got your message at 7:28. Holy moly. You were waiting for me. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone who comes here every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. And this is our week where we're talking a little bit about making some choices, having some discernment, choosing what we keep, the ropes that tangle us up. Some things enter our lives because of convenience, some by serendipity, some by habit, maybe some by inheritance, whatever it may be. The meaningful part in life, all these things that are coming at us, the most meaningful part in life is choosing what we keep.
This is Kindness Rising.
No, never a disappointment. I'm not disappointed. As a matter of fact, I love the challenge, waking me up, getting me going, thinking about things in the morning, whatever it might be, rather than sitting there and twiddling my thumbs. I'm glad I could be here with you all here on Kindness Rising. You are new. I can't even whatever. I love all those digits. How are you? I am good. I am well. I am kind. I am here every morning for you, 7:30 a.m. Subscribe to the channel. Come see me live every weekday morning and join the channel. Tell us where you're coming from and how you are doing. CFD. All right, CFD. You are welcome here every weekday, CFD. Welcome to Rising with a little bit of kindness. And like I said, all week long, we've been talking about the routines, the defaults, those inherited rules that we have carried with us. Little things like the trash can in the corner, or the same cereal you've been eating forever, or maybe even deeper things like a friendship you've been holding up on your own. We talked about the media that raised us, the ones that we lost this week due to the funding cuts in PBS. Rachel Ross, I am glad you are here. Welcome to Kindness Rising. CFD, this is me. I am here doing Kindness Rising, and I am in digital marketing after leaving a 30-year career in healthcare and human services. I have made the shift to digital marketing. I am doing that here on Kindness Rising and in other ways. If you want to know more, reach out to me, Matthew Roof, right here on YouTube in the DMs, or how about LinkedIn? LinkedIn is where I spend most of my time. It's where we get it done. Your dream is to work at a church, CFD? Interesting. In what capacity? In what capacity? All right. Tell us more. Tell us more. Maybe we can help. If not, we can help you at least get up and rise with a little kindness. Absolutely. And as I was saying, we were talking about the media that raised us. It comes and it goes, but we had a big loss for those of us in Gen X who were raised on Sesame Street and Mr. Rogers and the Electric Company and all the other great evening shows too, right? PBS, Jim Lehrer, all that stuff. CFD, I'm East Coast, United States of America. Where are you? It is 7:40 a.m. I come here 7:30 a.m. Eastern every day, every weekday with Kindness Rising. So, reviewing what we talked about, watching a pup named Scooby Doo. All right, Daniel Landrum, Ruby, Ruby, Roo. You like the pup named Scooby Doo? I like the originals. I am more of a Mystery Inc. See you, CFD. Have a good day. Go eat your dinner. Enjoy. All right. Pup named Scooby Doo, Daniel. Yeah. All right. I wore Scooby Doo socks the other day. Well, no, that's Ruh-roh Roarge. That's Astro. I'm doing the wrong voice. Oh, well. Anyway, we're having a little fun on a Friday, reviewing what we've talked about all week at 7:30 a.m. Eastern on Kindness Rising. We talked about the research and the concept that psychologists speak about called habit inertia. It's when a behavior becomes so familiar, not because it's useful, but just because it's what we do. We do, and we don't question it. It's time to start questioning some of those habits and layering on the ones that actually help us. And then we talked about status quo bias, right? Our brain wants to keep things the same, keep it the same, the correct pattern, just because that's what we want. That's safety, right? And over time, that builds up a rope around us. That's how a rope gets tied without anyone pulling on it. And like I said, we did that by absorbing rules as a kid. Don't be loud, don't be weird, don't talk back, don't ask too many questions, don't make too much of a mess. All those things that were the rules. Then we followed the rules. Oh, you're a Flintstones guy, Daniel. All right, I can get off my rules and get into the Flintstones. Absolutely. Yeah, big Flintstones fan. Big Flintstones fan. My funny Flintstone story is that I happen to be blessed and lucky enough to have done backpacking through Europe in my younger days. I spent a summer with my best friend backpacking all throughout Europe in the classic sense. And we were there for a while. And, moving from country to country, everybody spoke English, but not, it's not the same. And one day we're in Italy and it's just crappy weather. And we're like, we're just going to chill. We'd been going. We hung out. We had some beers in the room, ate, and just kind of just hung out, did nothing. The only television that was available, I remember this was the days because there was no internet. I mean, that's the truth. The only television that was available was a Flintstones, in English, was a Flintstones marathon. So we watched the Flintstones marathon in a hotel room in Italy in 1998. That's my Flintstone story. And we still say this. And he took all his money. That was a line from one of the shows. Anyway, wow. That was a true Friday tangent distraction off to the Flintstones, but great story and a great memory for me. Thanks, Daniel, for triggering that for me. And we were talking about as kids we absorbed all the rules, and then as adults we start looking and finding the same rules. Buy this instead of fixing it, replace it instead of repair it, upgrade instead of maintain something, consume instead of create. That's a big one. That's what right? We spend a lot of time scroll instead of think, consume instead of create. But I changed that mode about 6 months ago when I started creating here on the Mornings in the Lab. network, and it's made a difference for me. My rope was untightened a little bit by putting myself out there. And now this is becoming familiar. And so I continue to evolve it and change it because I have agency. And that's where agency starts, is with that choice, the thing that decides us, the decisions that we make, the choices that we make every day. Because once you ask one question, do I actually want it this way? That's when you start loosening the knot. I've been asking that question. I ask that question a lot, and keep iterating, changing, and moving. So that's the little summary of the week. Don't forget to pay attention to your habit inertia. Look for your status quo bias within yourself. What are you doing just to keep the pattern going? And is that really serving you? And how is that rope doing? Is it getting a little tighter, or are you figuring out ways to loosen it? Just like our friends Reggie and Rusty.
Untie me from society.
You're not tied to anything.
I'm symbolically entangled.
That's not symbolism. That's carpet.
Ridiculous. As you can see, I'm continuing to hone and work on that. Trying different voices with my friends. They're all trying different voices. I'm trying different voices. And I hope you like it. I hope it helps to add a little bit of fun to the show. I love the cats. All right. Something is missing here. That's no bueno. Well, I've been having troubles all day, so my troubles will continue. So we'll just go with it on the fly. Me and my anxiety. I bring mine with me everywhere I go, buddy. Me and my anxiety. Welcome, hell. Oh, this is not hell. This is a great place to start your day here on Kindness Rising with me. Where are you coming in from? What are you doing? What am I doing? All right. Yeah. So half my notes are gone, just so everybody knows. So I'm gonna just fly. I know you meant hello. I was just being silly. I like to tease because I care. Is it hello or is it hell no? I don't know. Me and my anxiety. That is good question. All right. So I was going to talk about, and I lost my notes on it, but I can still talk about it. Another sort of model or symbolism of this. What does your sticker in your car say, Roseanne? What does the sticker in your car say? So anyway, I was thinking about this subject, and what came to me again was this idea that I talked about a little bit last week. My grandmother used to say to me, pick and discard. But my anxiety has anxieties. Exactly, Mom. You know what, Mom? It's because we care. That's why we have anxiety. Our anxiety comes from, I know that because I have it too. And I got it from you. I learned it from watching you. Our anxiety comes from love and care. Some of it comes from a little bit of our own expectations that we need to loosen and those kind of things. But caring too much can leave a little bit of a burden. And it sounds like my anxiety feels that way too. Right? So finding our balance, that's one thing that we do here on Kindness Rising with those anxieties. God knows we have them, right? Care too much. When you know too much, the more you know, the less you know, kind of thing. The more you know, the more you question, the more you'll. So, there might be an advantage to being dumb and selfish. I don't know. I don't think so. I think I'd rather live with the anxieties and the caring than to live my life in dull, thoughtless disengagement, self-absorption. That's not the way I want to live my life, and that's not what I talk about here on Kindness Rising. I can call you anxious if you want. You can call me anything you want, as long as you call me every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. here on Kindness Rising, and subscribe to the channel. I'll call you anxious. It's all good. So the good news is I found those notes, and and they were about cards. They were about cards. They were about the cards that you carry and how many cards you pick up and don't discard along the way. Right? We're choosing these things. We're picking them. We're picking them because we care, because whatever. We see opportunities everywhere. We see what could be built. That's another uh, um, exciting but challenging characteristic that I have, is this ability to see opportunities and go, oh, that's cool, and be interested and curious and multi-passionate about things. But that leads, of course, to that overload, that overwhelm, the cognitive overload. Too many windows open at a time. Yep, yep, yep. Too many windows open at a time, trying to juggle things, and too many inputs happening all at once. Things we choose, the things we have thrust upon us, the things we accept as part of our accountability and our responsibilities in life. That's a lot. Life is a lot, right? And we all want to focus on where we can have the most impact and where we can help the most, right? That's not a flaw. It's actually a superpower, but it's a superpower with a cost. It's with a cost. It comes with that cognitive. Yes, you did forget Happy Friday, but I didn't. Happy Friday anxiety. I'm just kidding. You don't have to say Happy Friday. I'm just glad you're sticking around. Where are you coming in from, anxiety? What are you up to? Tell us more. Come join the community. That's what we're building here at Kindness Rising and as part of the Mornings in the Lab network. Absolutely. So here's the thing. Kindness leads to love, and love is the pinnacle. Yep. Yep. I like it, Mom. Absolutely. So here's the thing, though. I was talking about like cognitive overload and ideas, right? Opportunities, invitations, projects, dreams, things that are dropping. I'll just talk about myself. Things that are dropping into my lap, that are coming into my purview from all different angles, including what I'm doing here on Mornings in the Lab and what I'm doing with Next Star Communications and people I know. And it's just the way it is when you put yourself out there and you start talking about these things, these opportunities are out there. That's one of the beauties of social media and of the world that we have today, the opportunities that drop into our lap. But then we need to find and lean into discernment. It's a word. It's a word. Discernment is a word, right? It's the art of deciding what stays in your hand and what goes out, right? Where is the real potential? Sometimes you have to throw potential away because it's not aligned with you. Good morning, Twents Ardiana. Glad you have joined us here at Kindness Rising. Come spend a little time and wake up with hope, humanity, and heart with me, Matthew Roof, the Uncommon Kindness Guy, where we're talking about discernment and discarding the things that don't no longer serve us, that don't fit in the hand that we're building. What game are we playing? Are we playing poker? Are we playing rummy? What are we playing? It doesn't matter. What matters is that we're building a hand that we can play with and win with. I mean, that's it. And so when you decide to discard something, that is that's when the game starts to get a little easier, right? It doesn't collapse under the own weight of the cards. I can't hold all these cards all together. You start focusing on those things. Anxiety, yes, of course I have passions. I have many passions. My problem is, one of my problems is I am multi-passionate. I am multi curious too, always curious about things. I love to watch things and learn and grow. But I'm here for Kindness Rising. That's not my passion. That's my purpose. My purpose is to multiply kindness and unlock growth for good people who are doing good work. That is my purpose. My passions, they lie in other places. I'm starting to become passionate about digital media and going live. That's one thing I'm becoming passionate about. I have always been passionate about music and the arts. We talk about that a lot here, the importance of the arts and arts education. Here, my musical taste leans towards rock and roll jam bands, but I love the reason I love jam bands is the influence that come from blues, that come from gospel, that come from jazz, that come from even hip hop. I mean, all of it, all of it. That jam band scene I love because the music goes places and it moves around, and I think it embodies the truth of music, which is the best artists aren't the ones that finish the fastest. That's an Alan Watts thing. Anybody know Alan Watts? I forgot what he said. Music is most like life because it's the one. Ah, shit, I'll remember it someday. I'll do a whole episode on Alan Watts and some of his thinking. My favorite line that he said, and I don't know if it's his, it might not even be his, but I associate it with him, which is angels fly because they take themselves lightly. I love that line. Love that line. Well, anxiety, get off to school. Get off to school. Have a great day wherever you are and whatever you're doing at school. I hope you lead with a little bit of kindness, with a little bit of hope, with a little bit of kindness. That's it. I said kindness already. Have a great day today. We are too here on Kindness Rising as the show continues. The show continues. So, that was it. Okay, let's talk about our kindness compass. This is today's kindness compass for this Friday. These are the things that are going to ground us from what we learned and what we went over all week long. These are our fix, keep, or leave compass. Here's the thing, not everything that you've inherited, and I don't necessarily mean inherited in from your family, but that's true too. It needs to stay with you. Routines aren't sacred, and defaults aren't your destiny. You have choice. You're allowed to fix what you'd normally replace. There's an idea. Repair is a form of care. You don't have to replace everything all at one, right? Absolutely, all at once. Repair what you can, discard what you can. And lastly, keep what feeds you, keep it on purpose. Some ropes become roots, some defaults becomes values, and some traditions become treasures. Don't throw away what still nourishes you. And that's discernment, identifying what fills you up and what you need to let go of. And here's how I want to close before we get on over to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends this morning at 8 a.m. on the Mornings in the Lab network. You have choices, the big choice. And this is how I want to close the week. You don't have to reinvent everything. You don't have to optimize everything. And you don't have to purge your whole life. But you do get to choose what stays, because a life built on default is a life decided by other people, but a life built on intention is a life decided by you. Fix what's worth fixing, keep what's worth keeping, and let's let go of what's just taking up space. because ropes aren't rules. They're just ropes, and you can let them go. Thank you for joining me all week long here on Kindness Rising. I'm Matt Roof, the Uncommon Kindness Guy. 7:30 a.m. every morning. I come here on YouTube and LinkedIn and Facebook to bring you a little bit of hope, humanity, and heart. Thanks for joining me. See you on Monday. And until then, stay uncommon and stay kind.
Okay, Matt, we got the memo about the Kindness Rising promo, but what exactly are we promising people?
And is there craft services? Hey, I need snacks too.
Gentlemen, focus. Kindness Rising multiplies kindness and helps people get up on the right side of the bed.
So wait, we're not doing another angry headline show.
Exactly. We rise above the negative, divisive noise.
Translation, less rage bait, more high fives for humanity. And this is live, like actually live.
Yep. We go live on YouTube and LinkedIn, 7:30 a.m. Eastern every weekday.
Wait, if it's live, what if I forget my lines?
Then you improvise.
Okay, so our tagline is basically wake up, tune in, and start your day with kindness.
Exactly. Kindness Rising. Good vibes, practical tips, and a reason to get up on the right side of the bed.
You heard the boss. Subscribe now before he makes us do a TikTok dance.
Kindness Rising. Wake up, tune in, and let's make some good noise.